off and running now in the opening race here, and someplace else on the inside, and Leading Bounty bounced out quickly. Phocian showing some speed up on the outside from Oh Lord, and further out Teak Street. First to 5 down the straight, and Teak Street is going quickly up on the outside of Someplace Else. Here's the second coming up now. Someplace Else and Teak Street. Someplace Else got into it. Tembo Timbaya back on the outside of Phocian, one to Prince of Love. Further out in the track, Veritable Lad, and the widest runner now, Rajaner, followed by Oh Lord. Leading Bounty back along the inside. Further back then came Star Tackies, followed by Big Baron. Then Long Time No See, Indulgence last of all. Over the third one down the straight. Someplace Else in front now. Teak Street has got over back on the inside of it. And coming down towards the fourth here, Someplace Else over it in front of Teak Street. On the outside there is Tembo Timbaya. A length further back in the race, Oh Lord, and the widest runner on the outside is Rajaner. 2 further back, Phocian. Prince of Love, the fence as they come to the fifth one down the straight. Then Veritable Lad. Star Tackies out deep. 2 further back, Leading Bounty, followed by Long Time No See and Big Baron. And 4 to Indulgence last of all. Out of the straight they go. 2,200 metres to go, and Someplace Else over on the inside in front. Got out 2.5 in advance now of Teak Street. A length further back, Oh Lord. 1 further back, Tembo Timbaya running fourth from Phocian fifth. Star Tackies out 3 deep. A length and a half, Prince of Love, and then Rajaner still deep around Leading Bounty. Back in the middle, Veritable Lad, 2 to Long Time No See and Big Baron as they go to the next. And last of all is Indulgence. Up the side they go, racing to the 1850 metre mark, and the New Zealander in front. Someplace Else, a length and a half to Oh Lord, pulling hard second. A length further back, Teak Street's got a nice cover. A length and on the outside, Phocian as they go to the next one. Oh, Teak Street, nearly down Teak Street. Dragged his quarters through. Oh, he's broken down badly. Big Baron and Long Time No See. Veritable Lad have all run into the back of him, and he's broken down badly, Teak Street, at that one, over the one at the 1500. And Someplace Else, 2 in front of Oh Lord. 3 further back, Phocian, 2 to Tembo Timbaya. 1 further back, Star Tackies fifth. A length and a half, Leading Bounty. Then Prince of Love, and about 4 or 5 then to Rajaner. Long Time No See and Big Baron. They were hampered badly when that horse broke down, and Indulgence has tailed off. 1,200 to go. Oh Lord goes up to Someplace Else. A length into Phocian. 1.5, Tembo Timbaya, nice and handy. 2 further back, Leading Bounty, ran to fifth, running on now, followed by Star Tackies. 3 further back, Prince of Love at the 1,000. Then a gap to Big Baron, Long Time No See, and Forget Rajaner. On the circle they race over the one at the 800 metre mark, and the leader now, oh, one's down there. What is it? Big Baron. Big Baron's gone down, and at the 800 metre mark, Phocian hit the front from Oh Lord. Tembo Timbaya's running on well. 2 then to Leading Bounty, still coming home well and dropping out Someplace Else in a gap then. 2 Star Tackies, and further back then came Long Time No See. Phocian the leader on the turn. Tembo Timbaya coming at it quickly. 2 to Leading Bounty, still making up ground. They've got 2 flights to get over, 450 out. Tembo Timbaya goes to Phocian. 3 to Leading Bounty at a gap to Oh Lord. Tembo Timbaya took the lead over the second last. Out jumped Phocian. Switch back to the inside, Tembo Timbaya, but he's 2.5 Phocian. 2 to Leading Bounty. Tembo Timbaya comes to the last. Over it safely. 3 to Phocian. He nearly sat down, then Leading Bounty. Tembo Timbaya going well at the 100. He's got a 1. He's 4 lengths in front. Phocian, Leading Bounty will battle out the Quadella, with Leading Bounty finishing pretty well, but Tembo Timbaya canters home by 4 lengths. Leading Bounty got second, 3/4, Phocian third. A long gap then to Oh Lord, followed by Long Time No See. Just coming in, Star Tackies and Prince of Love. Indulgence just coming in now as Rajaner, and last to pull up is Someplace Else.
Okay, across the line after the first at Flemington, 5 Tembo Timbaya at $4.30 and $1.90. 2 Leading Bounty at $2.60, and 10 Phocian third at $2.80.
On the Super Tab, 5 Tembo Timbaya, $4, $1.80. Number 2, Leading Bounty to return $2.40, and number 10, Phocian to return $2.80. And let's go to Peter Hayes now, talking about...
Stalls are back, they're racing now. Grey go out wide here, bounce quickly, and going away with it also Likely Zamorano showing speed, and Richland. It's a real crisscross in the early stages now, and Rancho Red and Lear are going to stay over on the inside, and going over there with those is Comet King. So the other bulk of the field coming down the outside. China Express goes up to Likely. Grey goes hard on the outside rail, a length and a half further back in the race, then Zamorano. They're followed by Richland, about 4 off the outside fence. Further back in the race, then Knight's Opera. Then came Air Boom, Mons has come to the outside. Gurok in front of it. Sir Talic a fair way off them. Jugagar's not in the race at the moment from Great Grades. Over on the flat side, Rancho Red skipped 2 lengths in front now from Lear and a long gap to Comet King, but down the outside, China Express tackled by Greygo on the outside. Brigade in front here. Greygo, China Express back to the inside. Rancho Red and Lear. China Express has kicked away though on the outside. He's dashed away now. Greygo can't go on from Richland. All China Express, and China Express wins the race and wins it easily. Scores about 4 or 5 lengths. It's nearly a dead heat second. Richland or Greygo, then Gurok Le Mans back to the inside. Rancho Red with it is Lear. Further back in the race then came Satelic. Then Likely well back in the race then came on the outside Night's Opera from Zamorano. Then Great Grades, Air Boom further back. Comet King back to the inside and Jugagar down to the tail.
Okay, across the line after the second at Flemington, you'll find 4 China Express, big odds, 18.20 and 4.80. From 14 Richland and a photo at $2 even. Also in that photo is Greygo, number 2, at 170.
On the Super Tab, number 4 China Express, 13.90 and 4 even. Number 14 Richland to return $1.90 and 2 Greygo, 150.
The American horse, the length. China Express winning. Off and running now, bounced in a beautiful line. Wild Violet was dropping out to the rear after the start. Cleopatra's Girl, Innocent Affair and Kaylee Princess travelling forward out in the middle. Further out is Fabulous Frisco when they settle down, getting the front. Kaylee Princess now from Fabulous Frisco, Innocent Affair. Country Walk further back in the race. Top Ratio's caught running 5th out, 3 deep, a length and a half. Cleopatra's Girl from Escada. Then Vigilant Amber 2 lengths further back. High Creek from Yelgan Dawn. Well back Apollo Lane on the fence, and they're about 2 in front of Impulsive, followed by a round and over. Wild Violet last of all, 8.50 out. Kaylee Princess 1 in front of Fabulous Frisco. Top Ratio 3 wide, 4 deep on the outside. Escada. Innocent Affair is back along the inside there, followed outside it now by Country Walk. Vigil is running about 7th. Cleopatra's Girl the fence. High Creek is pulled out deep around the outside, followed by Amber. Then Apollo Lane. Up to the home turn they come now. Fabulous Frisco outside. Kaylee Princess. Top Ratio's been deep, so is Escada behind them. Country Walk. Innocent Affair trying to get a run. Vigil is a fair way back with Amber from Cleopatra's Girl. High Creek and Yelgan Dawn down the centre. Then around and over. It's Fabulous Frisco hitting the front of the 280-metre mark from Innocent Affair. Country Walk, then Kaylee Princess. Vigil in behind those from Yelgan Dawn. Fabulous Frisco the leader at the 150 now from Innocent Affair. Country Walk and then Vigil late. It's Fabulous Frisco in front. Innocent Affair trying hard. Fabulous Frisco fights back. Wins in a neck. Innocent Affair. Country Walk 3rd. 4th out wide Vigil. Then Cleopatra's Girl further back in the race. Then Wild Violet. Behind them in the field. Then Yelgan Dawn from Kaylee Princess Amber. Then Escada Impulsive. Apollo Lane. High Creek. Well back in the race and around and over. It's near the tail and back there with the Top Ratio. Just walking past the post tailed off here is Esther Kelly.
Winner there, number 4, Fabulous Frisco, 772.70. Number 10 for second. It'll pay $4.50 Innocent Affair and 18 Country Walk, and it's going to pay a dividend of $25.20.
4 Fabulous Frisco, 632.20. Number 10 Innocent Affair, 370 and 18 Country Walk to pay $25.30.
Well, this mare up nice and handy. She won on this day last year on soft ground, and today she was up at the firing line outside the lead, reached the front, found under pressure, and has beaten number 10 Innocent Affair, who's just missed in landing a decent little go. And 3rd goes to number 18, and that's Country Walk, B. Thompson, 4, 10 and 18. Esther Kelly Gauci quickly bringing this mare off the track after it came in about 100 metres behind them. Esther Kelly, number 19. 4, 10 and 18, 4, 10, 18 and 122.5. Last 600, 34.5. So this track's certainly good, probably the better side of good, actually. But it's Fabulous Frisco, always good at the top of her preparation, formerly trained by Gerald Ryan. Has now been with the James Conlon stable for the last couple of runs. Before that, had a saute up there in Queensland. They went via Randwick, and she found plenty after Innocent Affair, which was ridden forward, got the box seat run, got out, looked a good chance of running down the leader, but she found under pressure. Fabulous Frisco, she's had 16 starts for 5 wins by Bletchingley from Bay Boulevard. Raced by the Turnbull family. They raced a good mare a few years ago called Gamine, and she has got home ridden by Damien Oliver. Great to see Damien punch a winner home so early too.
Yeah, Damien Oliver, the winning rider.
They're off and running now. They've come out in a fair line. Bialy of the Grey away fast, and Heads I Laugh heading straight to the outside with Buraton, Man Ray. Out there with it, Coon Preacher, a few starting to switch across now. Baby Boomer and also Lucky Rule. Coming over quickly from St Charles, Kaylee Glory. Over on the inside, it's J Tiara. On the outside of it, then Crafty Luck at Eastern Horizon. They're the three lone runners over on the flat side. Grandstand side out here. Buraton first to the outside rail, joined by Man Ray. Further back, then Lucky Rule. Heads I Laugh fourth right behind them, two to Bialia from Baby Boomer. Further back in the race, Kaylee Glory drifting towards the centre, followed by St Charles. Well back in the race, coming down the outside, Coon Preacher, then Borsier, and near the tail is Canute on the outside here, and they're in front. It's Buraton, tackled quickly by Heads I Laugh, who got from behind it. Over on the flat side, J Tiara, Crafty Rule. They're keeping up though on the outside. Heads I Laugh, I'd say just in front. Yes, it's in front of Buraton from J Tiara. Heads I Laugh. Heads I Laugh down the outside, wins a length. Buraton back to the inside, J Tiara third from Crafty Rule, and then Bialia. Further back, Canute ran on well. Back to the inside, then Eastern Horizon. Further back then in the field came Kaylee Glory, Baby Boomer, then Coon Preacher, Man Ray. Well back, Borsier with Lucky Rule near the tail.
Number 12, Heads I Laugh, $5.90, $2. 6 Buraton to pay $1.40. 7 J Tiara, $2.80.
And on Super Tab number 12, Heads I Laugh to pay $5.70, $1.80. Number 6 Buraton to return $1.40, and 7 J Tiara, $2.70.
58.2, the last 633.8. J Tiara leading the inside brigade. And number 12 goes in the frame, number 12. Number 6 is second. And a photo for third over on the inside, J Tiara. And with it also Crafty Luck. They were the first two home over on the flat side, but Heads I Laugh sat behind the speed, zoomed to the front of the outside, got the upper hand from Buraton, and away it went. Second Buraton, and the judge calling on the photo for a third placing. And number two on the outside has got third. Number 2 Bialia. So J Tiara back on the flat side has run fourth, so it's 12, 6 and 2. Well, that's a surprise. It looked to be J Tiara home for third, but number 2 Bialia on the...
It'll pay $1.70, Bialia.
And J...
Super Tab 170.
On the inside has run fourth. 12, 6 and 2. 12, 6 and 2. Number 12, Heads I Laugh. Ridden by Darren Gauchi.
All right, so Darren Gauchi, the winning rider.
Immediate has bounced pretty well. Sir Knight down on the inside, won the start, clearly landed in front of She's So Special. Lord Dresden, Hurricane Storm, and around the outside, Touch of Force and Pearl Prince. He's got the whip on it, and it's going right around the outside. It's in front now, Pearl Prince from Sir Knight up second. They're followed by Touch of Force. Further back in the race, then Lord Dresden, She's So Special, 1.5, then Hurricane Storm. Noble Benbara, Deja Slew. Mediate has drifted back now from Emery, Cyrinel. Mediate got a check there and lost a couple of lengths. It's getting its head up and not racing tractably at the moment. Behind it, Air de Gloire, followed by Sun Classic. Then Legs Ahoy and 3 to Top Guy. Last of all, 1,200 to go. Pearl Prince in front, 1 length in front now from Touch of Force, and Sir Knight the box seat third. 1.5 further back, Lord Dresden fourth. 2 further back, Hurricane Storm. On the outside of She's So Special, 1 to Deja Slew. Then Emery covering up Noble Benbara, followed by Mediate. Further back, Cyrinel. Then over on the inside, Air de Gloire from Sun Classic. Legs Ahoy 3 deep, and 2 last of all, Top Guy. Running up to the 850 metre mark now, and around the outside, Hurricane Storm pulling hard on the right of 3 deep, goes up with Touch of Force. On the fence is Pearl Prince, a line of 3, 2 to Lord Dresden. Sir Knight's had a lovely run, 5th on the rail, 1 further back, Deja Sue. Then She's So Special further back in the race, then came the favourite, pull to the outside, Mediate, tacking up behind it, Emery when they turn for home, and back behind those, Noble Benbara. Around the turn, Hurricane Storm, Touch of Force, and on the fence, Pearl Prince. 2 to Sir Knight, about to ease out now, 2 lengths further back, Deja Sue. Mediate out in the middle, running on fairly from Lord Dresden as they race to the 250. Hurricane Storm, Touch of Force, then Sir Knight followed on the outside by Deja Sue, and She's So Special. Hurricane Storm took the lead at the 100 metre mark. Sir Knight after it from Touch of Force, and She's So Special. Hurricane Storm fighting on though, and Hurricane Storm gets home and neck to Sir Knight. I think third, Touch of Force, and nose in front of She's So Special. Then Deja Sue and Emery followed by Lord Dresden. Further back in the race then came Mediate, didn't race well at all in the early points. point. Cyrenelga, Gap Pearl Prince for the back. Sun Classic, Noble Benbara, Top Guy, Edegrade, and Legs Ahoy back near the tail.
Winner number 2, Hurricane Storm, 572.20. Number 5, Sir Knight, it's going to pay $2.80, and possibly 7 Touch of Force in a photo, $3.60.
Number 2, Hurricane Storm, he was pulling hard. He had to let him go at the 800-metre mark, and he
5.10, 180 on Super Tab for number 2, Hurricane Storm. Number 5, Sir Knight to return $3 even, and 7 Touch of Force $4 even.
Showed plenty of fight, and he's got home. Number 2, Hurricane Storm. Damien Oliver, 4 flat races today, 2 wins, so the boys in form. Number 5 is second, Sir Knight. Number 5, Simon Marshall, had every chance. And third, 7 Touch of Force, Mick Dittman after the photo, ahead of number 10, She's So Special. 2, 5 and 7. 2, 5 and 7 here to the Schweppes 1800.
All right, we'll leave Brian there with another winner to Damien Oliver.
Fly on 6:52.42, Flaming Heart 7:10. They're off and running now. Zenka missed the start about 2 or 3 lengths, and Merit Chant is getting back at one of the first out above the crowd, headed off by Zambito. Dutchie's Pride and Gamilla further out now from Flaming Heart, further back in the race. Then Gadina around it went Cherit. 2 further back, Will Fly. White Queen beaten for speed from Melody May. A length and a half further back, Little Miss Echo. Alfred's Jewel, Maximova. Further back in the race, Merit Chant from Corinthian Arch, and Zenka tailed off. They went pretty hard early. Zambito a half in front. Camilla's gone up second. 2 further back above the crowd into the box seat on the inside of Dutchie's Pride. 2 lengths Flaming Heart, 5th on the outside of Cherit. 6, 1.5 further back, then Will Fly from Melody May. 2 lengths further back, the grey White Queen. 3 deep around Little Miss Echo. Gadina scrubbed up, a length and a half. Maximova, Alfred's Jewel, Corinthian Arch. Then a gap in the race to the turn. Second last now was Marichan, and Zenka last of all on the turn, 5.50 out. And it's Zambito about a neck in front of Gamilla. 1 to Dutchie's Pride above the crowd waiting for the run. Cherit back on the fence. Flaming Heart easing out and starting to join in. In trouble is Will Fly trying to get a run through. It's bottled up and wider out in the track. Melanie May and White Queen coming home well. 300 to go. Flaming Heart has hit the front. Shot 2 in front of Melanie May. Then White Queen to the outside from Gamilla, but the leader Flaming Heart 150 to go. Melanie May after it. Will Fly into the clear back third, but Flaming Heart's got a good break holding Melanie May. Will Fly above the crowd at bay, and Flaming Heart 1.5 for the run home. Melanie May a length away third. Will Fly 4th above the crowd, then White Queen further back. Marachant from Little Miss Echo. Maximova, Zenka. Alfred's Jewel from Corinthian Arch, Camilla. Well back Cherit near the tail of the field. Then came Dutchie's Pride. Zambito went hard early, back second last, and Gadina back at the tail.
Number 2, Flaming Heart, the double to pay $35.20, and that's a treble to Damien Oliver. Big day. 2 Flaming Heart, $7.30, $2.60. 10 Melanie May to pay $2.60. 1 Will Fly, $2.60.
First in 1.
2.10.1 there over the line in Melbourne. 2.10 and 1 as those figures come up on the tote. Number 2, Flaming Heart to pay $7.10, $2.40. Number 10, Melanie May to return $2.90. 1 Will Fly, $2.40.
The champion jockey from Melbourne, who's back from Hong Kong, rides Doremus in the Cup the next race. He can't put a foot wrong. Number 2, Flaming Heart, Damien Oliver. Number 10, Melanie May, Darren Gauci second. You can imagine the Gauch's feelings as he watched this horse go past him. Gauci's been on Flaming Heart for its last 4 runs. Oliver whizzes into town, goes for a spin in a jet yesterday to get the adrenaline rushing, and by golly, it's done him the world of good. I think we all might go airbound. Number 10 second, that's Melanie May, D. Gauci, and third, number 1, Will Fly. A little unlucky in the straight here. Had trouble getting a run, wouldn't have beaten the winner, Jason Holder, third. 2, 10 and 1 in 123.2.
All right, 2, 10, 1. Totes are flashing straight up. Number 2, Flaming Heart, $7.30 the win, $2.60 the place. Number 10, Melanie May, $2.60. Third 1, Will Fly, $2.60. Scratchings were 7, 17, 18, and a treble to Damien Oliver. $7.30, $2.60 for 2, $2.60 for 10, $2.60 for 1. Quinella, $28.60, $28.60. The Exacta, $62.80, $62.80. And the trifecta, we await the pair of 2s in the extra double. 2 Hurricane Storm into 2 Flaming Heart, and it's paid $35.20 with a special divvy of $5.40. 1:23.2 was the race time, just the trifecta, along with margins and the scales report to tidy up race 6 at Flemington.
3:20, scratchings here, 10. They're off and running in the Cup. Been a magnificent start too. Oscar Schindler has gone away okay. He's starting to ease him back. Saintly away quickly down on the inside, and beginning well was Arctic Set. Nothing like it. Dana's begun okay. Had his head in front. Elko further out now. Grey Shot. And from the outside, Court of Honour and Centre Go. The widest runner Fewer chosen with Super Slew and dropping in behind the Phantom Chance. Cheviot has gone back to last, third last in the early point. Doremus and Boart back second last. Coming down to the 400-metre mark, and the English horse Grey Shot has gone to the front now. Grey Shot in front of the Melbourne Cup from Fewer chosen, going up on the outside of Centre Go. Court of Honour pushing up on the middle. Over on the fence, Dye's done a great job on Nothing Like a Dane. Further back in the race, Count Shivers 4 wide around Istadad. Saintly over on the inside of El Cove, and they're followed further back in the race now by Arctic Scent on the outside. Then My Kiwi Gold, Circles of Gold further back in the event. Count Shivers getting up on the inside, going out of the straight, 2,200 metres to go. And Grey Shot, the leader in the Melbourne Cup, a length in front of Fewer chosen. Nothing Like a Dane is third. Fourth on the outside, Court of Honour. Then Super Slew out 3 deep, a half further back, Centre Go. Saintly running seventh on the inside now of El Cave, and then Istadad 3 deep, followed by Count Shivers. Circles of Gold, 1 further back, My Kiwi Gold. Then the Bandit, followed by the Phantom Chance, a length and a half, Senator. Then on the outside is Oscar Schindler, 2 to Skybow. Further back, Arctic Scent, a couple of lengths further back, then Sapio, who's over along the inside, and Cheviot down near the tail of the field in company with Boart. At the side of the course, they race in the Melbourne Cup, 1,700 to go, and Grey Shot, a length and a half, Fewer chosen. Nothing Like a Dane is getting a dream run on the fence, running third. 1 further back, Super Slew. It's fourth. Saintly is fifth. 1 further back, then Court of Honour. Over along the inside, then came Count Shivers, there followed by El Cove. Further back in the race, then caught out wide, Centre Go. In behind them, the Bandit from Circles of Gold. Istadad 3 deep, 1 then to Senator. Further back in the race, My Kiwi Gold, the Phantom Chance, the middle. 2 further back in the race, then Oscar Schindler on the inside of it. Arctic Scent, a length and a half to Sapio. There followed further back in the Cup by Doremus. He's still back third last now as they go to Chiquita Lodge, followed by Cheviot. Boart and Skybow back about third last. Grey Shot, the leader in the Melbourne Cup, 1,000 to go. Led by 3/4 now to Fewer chosen, 2 then to Nothing Like a Dane. Super Slew is running fourth, 2 lengths for the back, Court of Honour. Saintly the inside from Centre Go. Then El Cove, followed by Count Shivers, Istadad. A length further back in the Cup then came Circles of Gold, followed by My Kiwi Gold, and then the Bandit, the Phantom Chance. Oscar Schindler's got a giant job to do from there. Further back, Senator Skybow. Well back, Arctic Scent, followed further back in the field by Doremus. He's fourth last on the turn. Then Sapio and Boart last of all, coming around the home turn. And Nothing Like a Dane gets out, goes to Grey Shot. Then Fewer chosen, Saintly wider out, coming home well. Then for the back, Centre Go. It's Saintly ranging up to Nothing Like a Dane. Saintly has reached Nothing Like a Dane. Grey Shot struggling, then Count Shivers. A long gap in the field for the back, Skybow. No Oscar today. Saintly in front of the 150. Bart Cummings might have his 10 Melbourne Cups. Saintly's gone 2 lengths, Count Shivers. Then on the inside is Senator from Skybow, but Saintly wins the Melbourne Cup. Saintly scores a length and a half. Count Shivers, I think Skybow may have grabbed third. Senator fourth, for the back, Nothing Like a Dane. Doremus, Chevy at Arctic Scent. Well back, Grey Shot, Sapio. In behind them, the Bandit, Circles of Gold, Centre Go. Then the Phantom Chance, well back is Istadad. Super Slew. No Oscar Schindler this afternoon in Melbourne Town, followed by El Cove. Court of Honour with Boart. My Circles of Gold near the tail. One of the last homers, few have chosen. Bart Cummings has done it again.
Super Tab 5, Saintly, $6.80, $2.40. 2 Count Shivers to pay $10 for the place. And number 22, possibly third, Skybow to return $19.60.
Saintly has won the Melbourne Cup. Darren Beedman and Saintly. Cummings has done what will be one of the great training feats of horse racing anywhere in the world. It's Saintly. For Darren Beedman getting a dream run, coming to the outside when they turn for home. And this amazing man, J.B. Cummings, looks to the semaphore board and sees number 5. Number 5, and as we speak to you, a streaker runs past the winning post here, and the crowd give him the Bronx cheer. He'll be taken from the course shortly. Lunatic. Number 2 is second. Number 2, and that is Count Shivers, Stephen King, and number 22, Skybow. Number 22 has poked through to run third, and the numbers are 5, 2 and 22. 5, 2 and 22 as the crowd starts to get into the party mood. Again, we've got someone else on the track. The security people trying to pick him up. And he's about to be brought to a screaming halt, and down he goes. But let's have a look at the numbers. 5, 2 and 22. 5, 2 and 22. Saintly has won the Melbourne Cup, and it's Darren Beedman who won the Cup in 1990 for Bart Cummings. Cummings started an amazing run with his horses in 1965 when he won with the champion mare Light Fingers. And here he is, the 136th running of the Foster's Melbourne Cup. He's got a horse to win the Cox Plate, the Weight for Age Championship of Australia. And he's got that horse to come on and win the Melbourne Cup. The horse had a resounding gallop here on Saturday, here at Flemington Saturday morning. He didn't race on Saturday, and Beedman gave him a beautiful ride, and he'll get a marvellous ovation, Darren Beedman, as he comes back. Count Shivers, a valiant performance second, and the best run from back in the field without any doubt has been Skybow. Doremus and Oscar Schindler never came on, but the Melbourne Cup belongs to D. Beedman, J.B. Cummings, and a beautiful looking animal, a chestnut, a magnificent athletic horse in number 5, Saintly, as Greg Hall comes across, offers his congratulations. Grey Shot leading in the Cup. But here's the Melbourne Cup reception for Beedman and Saintly. Darren Beedman coming back before a crowd that's probably up around 95,000 here at Flemington under beautiful weather conditions. A similar day in 1990 when he took the race on Kingston Rule, the imported American bred horse for Bart Cummings. And Bart has achieved what we won't see done in modern time, and that's trained 10 Melbourne Cup winners. There were plenty of flops. Doremus never sighted. Oscar Schindler got back in the ruck, and here's Saintly, who's now bound, we believe, for Tokyo for the Japan Cup, and he'll go with the best wishes of all in racing here in Australia, ridden by, without any doubt, Australia's champion jockey, and that's Darren Beedman. And Cummings and Beedman combined yet again to take the Melbourne Cup this afternoon. A great ride. He had the horse in a winning position. He took the punt, Beedman, inside the 400-metre mark. He got past Grey Shot, and he went for home, and away he went. Let's go to Brian Blackmore.
Right, Des, thanks very much, Brian. We've got Bart Cummings here with us now, congratulating his staff. Bart, congratulations, what a wonderful thing. 10 of them, mate. And this has got to be the most exciting one of the lot now.
Yeah, he's a pretty good horse, this fellow.
But you told us that after he won the Cox Plate, didn't you?
That's right, yeah.
A special horse. Yeah. He's going to be a special horse when he goes to Japan too for us, isn't he?
Yes, he'll go. I think he'll be pretty competitive up there.
Well, you're just taking him in the stride, but I know your heart's going about 10 to the dozen. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
That's Bart Cummings, and Lee Friedman's here with us too, Brian. We'll just grab him in a second.
Friedman's done the star jump.
Again.